At every age, for every challenge. The Milwaukee Center for Independence. Life changing. Innovators since 1938, MCFI's focus is helping clients live lives full of possibility.
The community has literally thousands of people who, for one reason or another, do not have the ability to maintain fully their independence in the community. Certainly some of the more serious cases are for people who have significant disabilities. But there are many other people who lose jobs, who suffer from some kind of mental illness, children who don't have the right kind of experience growing up, elderly who become depressed as they get older. Those are the kinds of things that we also provide support for. There's a whole continuum of variation in which people lose their ability to maintain their independence in the community, and we can provide support for that across the lifespan.
Children who need extra help in the classroom. People with special needs who long for the satisfaction of holding down a job. Or a person dealing with chronic mental health issues. The Milwaukee Center for Independence believes every person with the right treatment and support can live to their fullest potential.
A lot of rehabilitation services are more about giving people a certain comfort. We try to understand more about what their needs are. Increasingly, you have to understand the wholeness of life and the comprehensiveness of the services that you need to provide if you're going to be effective and if you're going to produce a certain kind of stable improvement in that person's life.
MCFI's approach is innovative, its track record proven. The agency works in close collaboration with academic institutions and healthcare providers, continually researching more effective methods of treatment. By helping our clients achieve independence, their need for intensive services is lessened, ultimately reducing the long-term cost of care.
What we know is that the rate of disability has been increasing annually at more than 3% a year. If you take a cohort of those children and you see them out through a normal life, but they have not had their disability or need for special supports changed in any way, it will cost this community billions of dollars because the community will have to continue to support them. But through things that we can do in our school and in our other programs, we can reduce significantly that kind of dependency.
The School for Early Development and Achievement, or SEDA, is one of the unique ways MCFI reaches out to the very young. A K-3 to second grade program, SEDA educates typically developing children alongside children with special needs. And the results are impressive. Math and reading skills consistently show significant improvement at all grade levels.
We really want to make sure that kids are meeting their developmental milestones and in the school their academic milestones as well. That's really important. So kids who might be identified with developmental delays, if they have early intervention, we can help them get on track to be successful for the rest of their life. So that's a big piece of what we're doing.
Wellness is also part of the curriculum at SEDA, with a special focus on healthy brain development.
We know that the children we serve live in poverty, and kids who live in poverty are often under stress. So we're trying to give them tools to relieve that stress, and yoga is one of them. We've worked with the families to provide vitamin D in the children's diet, which is another thing that supports optimal brain development. The school is all very healthy.
At MCFI, we also help children with complex medical needs. In the Pediatric Special Care Program, these children are cared for with compassion, but always with the goal of maximizing each child's potential. This unique skilled nursing service makes it possible for some children to be discharged from the hospital sooner or avoid hospitalization altogether, saving thousands of dollars per day.
For example, in our Birth to 3 program, The therapists will go into the home, but they're not necessarily just coming in and doing physical therapy with the children. They're coming in and working with the family, trying to really understand their needs, understand where the child is in his or her development, and then working with the parents so that they can support their child's development as well.
Cute. Steps around or steps.
TLS Behavioral Health, an affiliate of MCFI, provides comprehensive mental health services. From crisis intervention to long-term needs, housing, psychotherapy, outpatient counseling, medication management, and social support, TLS helps clients gain control of their lives.
Recovery is something that we think is possible for all persons that are affected by a mental illness, and that our focus really is to help people learn the skills and to learn how to deal with their issues in order to lead successful, independent lives. Socialization is really important. I think if people have a stable social life, they have a stable housing situation, they have people that they can interact with, that all leads to stability in their mental illness.
Another resource for providing that stability is MCFI's Community Support Program. More than 350 individuals in Milwaukee and Racine are living fuller, more independent lives because of the ongoing care of a team of professionals.
Well, I think our approach differs in that we really want to look at the whole person, because physical health, mental health, and wellness, they're all connected. We are really trying to help people understand that it's more than just taking their medicine. It's about, living a different lifestyle that incorporates wellness into it, planning and helping them plan for their recovery.
Pride and a paycheck go a long way toward empowering anyone to reach their highest level of independence. MCFI's Employment Services Program offers job training, placement, and coaching to hundreds of adults each year who have some barrier to work. They might have a disability or developmental delay, or they may struggle with long-term unemployment and need retraining to find a good job.
Life circumstances, family situations, all those things can contribute to preventing people from getting meaningful employment. So our goal is to bring our clients in, to assess them, to determine what those needs are, and figure out in what ways we can best get them back on the track and into employment.
For some, that track means MCFI's Certified Nursing Assistant Program. With 88 hours of classroom training and invaluable clinical experience, graduates are prepared to take on a new career that is very much in demand. Those with special needs might take advantage of work in MCFI's packaging program, or be placed in the hospitality industry with the extra support of a coach to help guarantee success.
From the employer's perspective, the people who hire our clients, they get very well trained, very dedicated, hardworking people that will come into their organization. We're not asking you to hire them out of the kindness of your heart. We're asking you to hire them because we think it's a good business decision for you. The fact that you're going to feel good about it is the bonus track. It's all part of moving people along into more and more independence across the span of their life activities.
From teens to older adults with disabilities and special needs, MCFI is a respected resource for nurturing new levels of independence. In MCFI Life programs, participants can choose from hundreds of structured activities, challenging them to learn practical life skills and become more self-sufficient.
Really, the underpinning of all of it is helping individuals live as independently as they are capable of. When you look at some of our younger population, that is all about helping them achieve their life's goals and habilitate and continue to grow in their independence and autonomy to the best of their ability.
The Older Adult Day Center is abuzz with activities for those 60 and older with disabilities, including Alzheimer's disease. A social outreach for them, the center also provides respite for family caregivers.
It is really about keeping them as healthy as possible so that they reduce the possibility of having to go into a hospital or a nursing home. It's keeping them independent.
About 2,500 people take advantage of long-term care, either at MCFI or through our supportive home care. This innovative approach, provided by a passionate staff, makes for proven success.
At first blush, at first glance, at first interaction, there may be some pretty significant limitations that are perhaps apparent for a client, but they have goals, and as we get to know them, and as they achieve certain successes, there become no limits.
MCFI reaches more than 10,000 people each year with a multitude of pathways to independence and self-sufficiency. Our programs, demonstrating measurable progress for our clients, are a model to service providers across the country.
We've seen people who've come here who couldn't talk, who now talk and sing. We see people who come here who never thought they'd have a job, who have a job, on and on and on and on. There's so much more opportunity for people with disabilities than I think the world generally appreciates.
The Milwaukee Center for Independence, changing lives for the better, changing the future of our community.